Back now on Triad today, just about time for the Roundtable. Hope you pick up your copy of Yes Weekly. Lots of good stuff in there, including my column. Well, I'm not going to say it's good. I'll let you be the judge of that. But anyway, speaking of judges, we have three of them right here. I don't know what they're judging, but on my right, but always the political left, Ogie Overman, the great broadcaster, journalist. Next to him, Dr. Don Martin, professor at High Point University and vice chair of the Forsyth County Commissioners. And I think one of our panel members wondered exactly what you do, Don, but we're going to get into that later. And then David Daggett, Daggett Shuler Law Firm, who you saw earlier in the program. He and his partner, Griff Shuler, were talking about the Safe Sober Prom Night, a great program that's been going for many, many years, thanks to David. And I just want to give you a quick round of applause for that program.
I can, having been to a lot of the T-shirt unveilings.
Guys, I want to start with something we've covered one time before, but this is coming up next week, so I want to do it one more time. A number of counties, including Forsyth and Guilford, have now announced they will officially close their schools on May 1st because teachers are going to the state capitol to lobby for better pay. The closure will affect 500,000 students by the latest count and their parents, many of whom will have to pay for a sitter or miss a day from work. Once and for all, guys, are you okay with teachers shutting down schools? Ogie?
I am, Jim, and here's why. It's not they'll miss one day, but what they're really objecting to is not the pay so much. It's the way that the legislature has gutted public education in North Carolina, cutting aids and everything that goes into a quality education has been gutted by the Republicans.
Don?
Well, I'd agree with Ogie, except I don't think it's going to make that kind of difference. Last year, I was very supportive. That kind of message needed to be sent. But this year, with the days missed, the problems that are being created, that day is not going to be made up here in Forsyth County. By not making it up, there are a lot of people that will not get paid, that were set up to be paid, like bus drivers. They'll miss a day of pay. And plus, kids are not going to get their education made up, not to mention the inconvenience.
David?
Well, I agree with both. Here's the issue. You got a critical mass of teachers that are going to go anyway. That disruption is going to occur one way or another. We might as well accept it and live with it because it's going to happen.
All right, speaking of education, a number of state legislators have proposed a bill that would require that middle and high school students be taught about the Holocaust. Now that comes on the heels, it's unrelated to this, but comes on the heels of a new poll that says nearly 70% of millennials don't know what or where Auschwitz was. Are you okay with teaching kids about the Holocaust? Ogie?
I'm completely okay, not grade school kids, but by the junior high, middle school, absolutely. We need to emphasize history more anyway.
Don?
Absolutely, but it's a part of American history now in World War II. I mean, that's a whole piece of it.
David?
I agree. Yeah, absolutely.
And maybe if they did, there'll be more of an awareness. You wouldn't see so many of these swastikas painted on walls and graffiti.
I don't know about legislating it. To me, it's a sad statement that we have to legislate that we're teaching history.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But yes, I think it should be taught.
Over the past few years, a number of colleges have canceled speakers who were radical, had radical views. Now, President Trump has issued an executive order in which any college that does not protect free speech could lose their research grants, federal research grants. You okay with Trump's order, Ogie?
It's just another stunt. You know, if it were left-winger, you'd never hear a word out of him, but since they're trying to get some of these crazy right-wingers off the campuses, here he goes.
Speaking of swastikas, some of these people are going out and speaking weird things, but then they're canceled. I mean, they're invited and then they're canceled, so that's a whole different, Don.
I think it's only symbolic. I don't think anyone will lose any federal money over any free speech issues at American universities.
David Daggett.
I think it's going to pass. I think a university, public or private, ought to have the right to have whoever they want to come speak.
Or cancel whoever?
Or cancel whoever they want to cancel.
All right. A new poll by Meredith College says that nearly 60% of North Carolina voters believe a viable third political party would be good for the state and the nation. Guys, do you agree with that statement? And if so, when will we see a third-party governor in North Carolina? Ogie?
I don't think we will. I mean, I've thought a lot about it over the years about maybe trying a parliamentary democracy where we have 4, 5, 6, 7 parties, you know. Might not be perfect, but I don't know.
Don?
Well, I think nationally, third-party candidates have made a difference, not in the outcome, but in terms of future policies.
Policies, yeah.
And so I think a third party could be viable, but it's unlikely there's going to be one.
We're going to see a third-party governor, David?
I don't think we will. I agree with Dr. Martin. I think it's very important to have those third parties because it's an injection of fresh viewpoints and fresh ideas. Do I think they're going to win? Not in the near future.
All right, Jack Ma, that's his last name, M.A., Jack Ma, one of China's most successful businessmen, is proposing that China adopt a 12-hour workday and a 6-day work week. Would you guys like to see this happen in America? Ogie Overman.
That's a horrible idea. I think we should go more toward the Japanese model of fewer hours and, afternoon naps and less.
You and I take afternoon naps, that's right. Don, what do you think?
I think no, but just think of what the overtime would be under our current laws and rules.
Yeah, David, a 12-hour workday, 6-hour work week.
That's what I work right now. So what's the big deal? What's the big deal?
That's right. You work about a 40-hour day, David does. Finally, a 40-year-old Indiana man is suing his parents because they threw away his collection of pornography valued at over $30,000. Now, guys, I don't want to get into the whole thing about what he had stashed there. He's a 40-year-old guy suing his parents. But I have sort of a nostalgic G-rated question for you guys. Did your parents ever get rid of anything valuable to you, accidentally or on purpose? Ogie.
I'm trying to think, Jim. I just don't remember. I mean, I really had good parents. I don't think they would have been vindictive to throw away something that meant a lot to me.
Well, they might not have known it. Like mine, I think threw
away
away
my. It happened. I just don't remember it happening.
They threw away my Beatle wig. I think was
really.
Yeah, I think so. Accidentally done.
I think I had. I'm just thinking. My parents were also very good too, Ogie, and good to me. But I think I had some old. You know how you get these old favorite clothes. And my mom is cleaning out stuff and gone.
David.
Old favorite clothes. See this jacket? I am jealous.
That's
Talking about old favorite clothes. Now, my baseball cards.
Ooh.
I had a Roger Maris original.
Oh.
I have no idea where that is, but that is worth a lot, and somebody's got it.
Oh, man.
And so I'm upset. If I find out who it is, I'm suing them.
Oh, gosh. Well, there you go. Call Daggett.
Ogie looks like he might have it.
I wish I had mine back.
What's the number at Daggett Shuler? No, all right. Well, that's all the time we have, and I feel sorry about that Roger Maris card. Oh, except for this. Lorraine Warren, the woman who inspired the Amityville Horror and was known as America's ghost hunter, passed away last week at age 92. Quote, Lorraine was a good friend. You could never fool her. She could see right through me, said Casper. It's you have to think about that for a second. See, Casper is yeah.
Don't explain it.
See right through her.
Yes, that's right. For all of us here, come back next week for the David Daggett Show here on Triad. We'll see you next week.